when we were young. He had this little GoPro camera, GoPro Hero 2, I think it was. And so, from there, when we'd go out and ride in the woods, I would be the one filming the clips, and then it almost just built from there. So.
Hi, I'd love to introduce you to Filmmaker, one of the best mountain biking filmmakers in the UK. The best mountain biking filmmaker in the UK, Glen Thomson.
Hello.
Hi Glenn, how's your festival experience going so far?
It's very good, thanks. Yeah, it's always a pleasure to come down to Kendal. I made the journey last night from Fort William, and yeah, just super cool to come down here every year and see the scale of the festival, and it's an honour to be part of the festival and being able to show a film here. So yeah, it's good.
So tell us about the project.
So the film that I'm showing is called The Pilot. It's about a French mountain biker, and it kind of details his life story, his race career in downhill mountain biking. So basically, he is one of the world's very best at this discipline of downhill mountain bike racing. So we kind of wanted to showcase that with this project, and we started with we started working on it last year, and it took us about 6 months to a year to put together. So a very, very involved project, but it's cool to see it come together.
Is it your biggest project to date, would you say?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's definitely the biggest film that I've ever worked on as a director, and it's just cool to be able to celebrate it. Its release and everything. So yeah.
And how did it come about? How did you find this
Oh
project?
yeah, so I run a production company called Sleeper Collective alongside a really cool team of filmmakers, and we follow the Mountain Biking World Cup series. And so as we were doing that, we're working with different clients and things like that, but then we're also looking out for stories that are interesting. And last year, Amory's 2022 season was such a roller coaster to watch, and we were working with the team that he writes for, so it kind of became like a bit of a no-brainer to start thinking about, okay, how can we tell his story, and then as we went through the year, it sort of became clear that we need to tell this guy's story, and even he, like, we were chatting with him one day, and he even said, "Oh, you should make a movie about me." And it was kind of like a sort of joke, but actually it was like, looking back at it, it was like, yeah, you really called it as like, we should do that. So.
And has it turned out the way you hoped?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's always little things, like the project's never finished. Like, it was something that size, like, you're always wishing that you had like a little bit more time to tweak X, Y, and Z. But overall, like, the response has been amazing. It's been so cool to do, to get it to some festivals. We did like a premiere in Andorra at Commensal Bikes headquarters, which is the team and the bike manufacturer that Amory rides for. So it was so cool to get, I think there was like 60 or 70 of the employees came to the screening and were able to celebrate like their achievements, because they all care about mountain biking and racing. So it was great to have a premiere there, and it's just really cool.
And it's not just this kind of filmmaking work that you do. You do commercial work, you do kinds of things,
so we do all sorts of like brand pieces, and working with lots of outdoorsy brands and mountain biking specific brands.
And
so,
you mountain bike yourself?
I do. I'm not a great mountain biker, but I can get myself down some flow trails. But no, it's cool to be able to work in this industry, and it's like it seems to be, it's a very creative space, because you can kind of come up with any idea you want, and there's always somebody who's passionate about it and is able to like help you make it happen. So it's
and
good.
has filmmaking always been your thing? Is it something you've always wanted to?
Well, yeah, I started off with mountain biking, and then one of my friends, I remember when we were young, he had this little GoPro camera, and I was just all of a sudden obsessed with this like GoPro Hero 2, I think it was. And so basically, from there, when we'd go out and ride in the woods, I would be the one filming the clips, and then it almost just built from there. So when we were young, I've definitely been into it for a long time, camera, so it's cool to see, and I was just all of a sudden obsessed with. I remember when this film came out, actually, too, I think it was. I was getting some messages from the original riding group basically, that I used to go riding with. Yeah, from there, when we'd go out and ride in the woods, I would be the one filming the clips, and then it almost just built from there. So I've definitely been into it for a long time, so it's cool to see like the progression. I remember when this film came out, actually. getting some messages from
it's a mixture of everything. I mean, definitely storytelling and
and they're just
because you see all these amazing
made something like this
individuals
going from
in the world
from those humble
it's like
beginnings.
telling their stories.
What is it about that you
part
enjoy?
of
Is
what
it the
I'm super
is it the
interested in?
characters? Is
Obviously,
it
the
is it the
filmmaking
landscape?
aspect
Is
and
it
the
the
editing and
storytelling?
cinematography. I
Yeah,
love
it's a
as
mixture
well,
of everything. I mean, definitely
the
storytelling
actual
and
storytelling.
because you see all these
special.
amazing
That's why I've focused in
individuals
on documentary
in the world,
filmmaking
and it's like
in
telling their
particular.
stories is kind of
So yeah.
part of
You're going
what
to be showing the film
I'm
at,
super interested in.
Bang
Obviously,
Bang
the
tonight?
filmmaking aspect.
Yeah,
and
in
the
a few hours
editing
we'll be
and
seeing a
cinematography I love as
segment.
well,
The film movie
the
is
actual
over an
storytelling
hour long.
is really
So
special.
we're
That's
just
why
playing
I've
like a
focused
one
in
chunk
on
from it,
documentary
like a 10-minute segment,
filmmaking
so because to
in
be able to show
particular.
some people.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. You're going to be showing the film at